Hi guys, it's Farah. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy to have you guys back, and if you're joining new for the first time, please subscribe. This is going to be a great video on how to dress warm during hiking in the colder weather. So you want to make sure when it's cold that you've got all your layers, but that you can also undress if you need to so you do not sweat. You never want to be cold and sweating. Never a good combination to get sick. So I'm going to show you how to dress to stay warm during hiking in colder weather. All right, so first we're going to start from the bottom all the way up to the top. So you can see I'm here in Utah right now. It is snowing outside. It's kind of cold, especially when the wind hits, but I've done this type of dressing in Alaska and Iceland, a lot of different cold variations, so I know kind of what works now. But starting from the bottom, the footwear you wear is very, very important. So you want to make sure you have footwear that not only has good traction, but it's also waterproof, has protection around the ankles, solid sole and front toe, and also has good ability to be breathable as well. So these are good footwear, and it has not only good grip but also does keep the water out in case you run into the snow, sleet, rain. Right after footwear, another important thing are the types of socks you wear. So you want to make sure you've got socks that go above the foot. That way you're not getting any rubbing against the ankles. And you do want the socks to be made out of material, things like merino wool, that are breathable fabrics but lightweight. Therefore, you're not sliding around within the shoe, and you are not getting blisters, you're not getting moisture buildup, and it just really lets that sweat kind of evaporate. So that's the next layer. After that, you want to have a base layer. So this layer that I have are these really close to the skin base layer that I've got on. It is close to the skin, so therefore keeps the heat in, but is also breathable and lightweight, so there's not a lot of bulk when you're actually doing hiking. This layer, if it does get hot, this is your main layer that you could wear, but if it's still very cold, you've got another layer on top. This is where these hiking pants come into place. So these pants are great because they've got pockets. They've also got the zip here, which you can take off if, for example, it gets really hot out there and you want to turn these into shorts. But the pockets are helpful in keeping things like tissue paper to wipe runny noses, which often happens in the cold, keep a granola bar, keep your phone, any other tools that you need. It also has pockets. And the good thing with these pants are they are lightweight, but they are water resistant. If it is raining or heavy snow, I would recommend waterproof pants, but because they are not as breathable, water resistant usually do the most of the job. Both those layers will keep your legs really, really warm while allowing you to still maneuver during hiking. Then coming up a little bit higher, you've got a base layer that you want to wear. So you do want to make sure you're not wearing cotton. Cotton will just have a lot of sweat buildup there and you can get cold from that. So you want a breathable fabric. So these kind of things that sometimes have the handholds will kind of keep your hands warm a little bit underneath when you don't want the full finger coverage of a glove. But this is a nice base layer to have. Again, base layer should always be really close to the body, hug you, but be really lightweight, thin, breathable. Any kind of material that is sweat technology, sweat wicking, that's the kind of things that you want. After that, you really want to put on something that's warm but lightweight. So I recommend something with fleece. So I've got this kind of lightweight hoodie. You can see underneath it is lined with fleece, and this is a nice layer to throw right on top of this, so I can keep my arm covered full by putting my hands in these little thumb holes. And then I've got another layer right on top, and I'm going to kind of show you guys how I dress so that way you know how to do it for yourself. But I like to put this, and this is a really, really lightweight kind of sweatshirt, but it is a lightweight fleece material. Some people like zip ups too, which you can do, and I do have some of those as well, but I really like this because it is just a really easy one to throw on top. And one of my favorite things about this is I tend to get really cold and sometimes just want a little hood to put on top, especially if my neck is getting cold. This is nice for this. This also has a little area that goes up, so if I really wanted to, I could put it above my nose and mouth, therefore keep all this warm. And I will show you a hat that you could even wear underneath later on. So this is nice for that, and it's lightweight but keeps the neck warm. On top of that, I do recommend to wear a down layer like this. This is one of those kind of puffy ones. This will keep you really warm, sometimes a little too warm, but is good if it gets really cold. This also has thumb holes in it as well. and it's nice for you to just zip up and wear on top. On top of this, if you would like, you can wear something that is very waterproof, essentially a rain jacket. So this, as you can see, is thin. It is very lightweight, so if I'm too hot in this, I can actually take this one off, just keep my other 2 layers on, and then just wear this waterproof jacket. So this jacket is great, and I'll show you why. So completely waterproof, has lots of pockets right on the outside, which is always convenient to store, again, things like gloves, phones. It zips up right away, and you do always want to make sure there is a hood on this. And a good thing to have on your hoods is to have a little extra layer, because if it's raining, you really want to make sure that water kind of goes off, and you do want one that zips all the way up and hopefully buttons to close it. Therefore, when it's cold, you are warm. And then let me show you guys some other accessories that you would really want to have. So one is a hat. So I'm going to show you guys a lightweight hat, just like this. You throw it on. Nice to have this little layer so it keeps your ears really warm, keeps your head warm. But remember too, if it gets colder, I can put on my hoodie layer, and I can actually tie this up, which I often do when the wind chill is really cold. Just like that. And if it's raining or even windier, throw this right on, zip it all the way up. Yes, you can barely see me, but I promise you I am warm. I'm going to take this off for the moment just so you can hear me talk, but you can stay warm like this. And then gloves are another important thing. I always recommend a lightweight pair of fleece gloves that are just easy for your hands to maneuver. That way, if you have any kind of, for example, hiking poles, or anything you really want to maneuver, hold, you're climbing rocks, bouldering, you have all that flexibility to do so. This just keeps the cold out and keeps your fingers, especially the tips of your fingers, really warm. But if it does start to get much colder, or you're in snow, skiing, even events like this where I wear outfits like this, you can pick your heavier gloves that are going to be more water resistant to waterproof. Some people like mittens, and sometimes in colder weather mittens are nice, but even gloves like this work, where you can just throw them right on top. And just make sure you get a pair where you can still slip them on underneath, and it gives you the chance to wear either both gloves or just one. So there you got it. So that is my tips on how to dress in layers for the cold weather, for cold weather hiking. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you will continue to watch more of my videos. Please subscribe. See you in the next time. Bye.